Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Oaklawn Park here on Saturday. It is the 28th of January 2023. Gonna look at the stakes races on the program from Oaklawn, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean it around the world. Let's look at the stakes action here on Southwest Day, races 5, 8, and 10. And one thing that bothers me, last year Oaklawn basically moved all their important race days as the same days as Gulfstream has their important race days. And this day, pegs this day. Arkansas Derby is now on Florida Derby Day. I just find it a little bit weird. I think I thought the spacing between the races at Oakland was, they had their niche in there. They always had good races. The last few years, I just thought it was a little bit of a head scratcher. But, it's still a good card here. So let's get to it. The fifth race from Oaklawn, it is the Martha Washington Stakes. It's going for a $200,000 purse, race for 3-year-old fillies. 6 horses are going 1,700 meters, or mile 1/16th on the Oaklawn main track. Going to take the one horse Wet Paint as a top selection. I'm going to go 1-3-5-4 in the superfecta. 1-3-5-4 super. Top selection, one horse Wet Paint. 3-year-old filly by Blame. Brad Cox trains one. Flavian Pratt comes in from Southern California to ride this horse for Godolphin. The horse's most recent outing came the 14th of December at Terrifway, 1 mile in the Tapeta and Options 50 claimer. First time facing winners. He finished second by 1.5 lengths that day. He basically stalked all the way around the race course. He had the lead. The winner, Balsar, really closed up from nowhere to get the job done. But this horse, he ran his heart out. Refreshing here today. He'll see a good pace to stalk with, and I think he could get a good trip to win here today. 2 back in the main special at Indiana on the slop, 1 mile, 26th of October. The horse went by 2 3/4 lengths, a little bit wide that day, but he quickened up nicely. And he got the job done going away. A very good race there. And then on debut on the 8th of September, Kentucky Downs, 1 mile in the main special weight for $157,000. Just wasn't handling the quirkiness of Kentucky Downs. He finished 10th by 7 1/4 lengths, drawn 11 of 12. He just never really got comfortable there. He's training well at Turfway, 5/8 of a mile drill, 101 and 4/5 of a second, and a 5 furlong workout, 101 and 1 the week prior. So I think he's rearing to go. I'm going to use him here. The 3-horse Divining Purpose, I think is your second likeliest winner. Most recently in the year's end at Oaklawn on New Year's Eve, the horse won by 5 1/4 lengths over the mile trip, and from a track position, he won quite nicely. Before that, in the Goldenrod, I thought he was just a little bit too wide that day. I think that cost him the victory, and then broke the main before that at Churchill very easily on the front end. Coming here today at 6-5, it wouldn't surprise me if this horse gets the job done. I definitely use in your pick 4 that begins with this race. But to recount my selection for the 5th from Oaklawn, it is the Martha Washington. Let's take the 1 horse Wet Paint. Give kudos to the 3 horse Defining Purpose. 1-3-5-4 super. Let's go 1-3 in your multi-race. The 8th event now from Oaklawn. It is the King Cotton Stakes. It's going for a $150,000 purse. Race for 4-year-olds and upwards. Field of 8 horses going 1,200 meters or 6 furlongs on the Oaklawn main track. My top selection here. I'm going to go take the 7 horse Goodnight as a top selection. Let's go 7-5-3-1 in the superfecta. 7-5-3-1 super. Top selection 7 horse Goodnight. 4-year-old colt by Gunrunner. Steve Asmussen trains. Ricardo Santana Jr. gets the leg up. The horse's most recent appearance came in the Brews Cup Dirt Mile at Keeneland. 1 mile, 5th of November. And the horse finished 4th by 4 lengths that day. He stalked that day from a little bit of a wide post draw. He just couldn't get there late. Cody's Wish and Cyberknife really ran the better races. I do think the cut back to a sprinting trip suits him well. 7 furlongs is probably his better trip, but back to 6 today against lesser quality horses. I think he'd get a good trip, and I think he could win. 2 back in the Perryville at Keeneland, 7 furlongs, 22nd of October. He won by 3 3/4 lengths that day, and he basically stalked. He got the lead at the top of the lane, quickened up nicely. A 106 career best buyer. I thought that was a very good race there. And then prior to that at Churchill on the 24th of September, 7 furlongs in the Harris Creek. He won by 3 lengths, and again, from a track position, he won quite easily. Coming here to Oaklawn, making his debut locally shouldn't be a problem. He has a very good workout earlier this week. 3 furlongs and 38 flat, 7th best workout of 11, and a week prior actually, Fairgrounds workout 58. And 3, second best workout of 26. So I think he's rearing to go. Cut back and trip. I think he could really win a good race. He was a winner of the Amsterdam over the summer, and he placed behind Jack Christopher and the Alan Jerkins. 7-5. Let's use him. A bit of an upsetter could be the 5 horse here. Gar Hole for John Velasquez and John Ortiz was a winner on New Year's Day very nicely by 3 lengths on the front end and earning a 94 buyer locally. Before that, off the bench at Indiana, he probably needed the race. He just was a little bit flat, but he likes running on this track. He's 7 for 5 on it. Getting Johnny V up isn't a problem. At 12 to 1, let's use him. But to recap my selection for the 8th from Oaklawn, it is the King Cotton. Let's take the 7 horse Goodnight. Give kudos to the 5 horse Gar Hole. 7-5-3-1 Super. 7-5 in your multi-race. Let's get to the 10th race now from Oaklawn, which is the featured Southwest Stakes. It's a grade 3 event going for a $750,000 purse. Races for 3-year-olds here. 9 horses are going 1,700 meters or mile 1/16 on the Oaklawn main track. Top selection, I'm going to go take the 2 horse Corona Bolt. Let's go 2-6-3-8 in the superfecta. 2-6-3-8 super. Top selection 2 horse Corona Bolt. 3-year-old colt by Bolt or Brad Cox trains. Flavian Pratt gets them out. The horse's most recent outing came 26 December at the fairgrounds. 6 furlongs in the Sugar Bowl. First time facing winners and stakes quality horses. He won by 6 3/4 lengths and basically on the front end all throughout. He could have won around another 5 times and won quite easily. He quickened up nicely and he went away with it geared down late. Nothing bad about that race. Coming around 2 turns shouldn't be a problem. Has some forwardly pace to get a good position. I expect him to really run well and improve off that run. 2 back, the horse ran on debut 19th of November at Churchill. 6.5 in the main special weight, 93,000. Winning by a length. Again, he basically won for fun. Quickened up nicely from a track position, and he went away with it. Keep in mind, the second place finisher was a next start winner. He's training well locally at the fairgrounds, or excuse me, over at the fairgrounds, not locally, but at the fairgrounds. 5 furlong workout, 1 minute and 1/5 of a second. The best workout, 41, and a 5 furlong workout, 1 minute and 4/5 of a second. The 10th best workout, 62. I like him around 2 turns. I'm definitely going to use him on the ticket. You can't throw out the 6 horse either, Arabian Night. They only bought this horse for $2.3 million at the OBS April 2022 sale. They bought a lot of money for him. 3-year-old Colt Banglemo, Bob Baffert trains. Johnny V gets the mount. Only 1 start. That came the 5th of November at Keeneland. 7 furlongs in main special weight. He won by 7.5 lengths that day, and he quickened up nicely in the front end. He went away with it. A very good run. Second place finisher, was a next start winner. Since then he's training well at Santa Anita. 5 furlongs and 59-1. The 4th best workout, 98, and a 5 furlong drill and 59-3. 3rd best workout of 80. Coming up to around 2 turns shouldn't be a problem. Off a very good debut. At even money, we're going to have to use him. The Baffert shippers to Oaklawn really do run these good races, so you can't throw them out. But to recap my selection for the 10th from Oaklawn, it is the Southwest. Let's take the 2 horse Corona Bolt. Give kudos to the 6 horse Arabian Night. 2-6-3-8 Super. 2-6 in your multi race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.